Welcome into the stream, everyone. And no one ever expects the Ogre Inquisition. They arrive, whether you want them there or not. Welcome. So, I've been trying to figure out how best to play the Ogres on Immortal Empires through on Legendary, and let me restart. So I've been trying to figure out exactly how to best play through the Ogres on Immortal Empires on Legendary. However, our Skaven campaign currently, it inspired me just because of how awful the Ogre matchup is against the Skaven. We, though, are going to be playing on the Realms of Chaos map because I do so enjoy the more narrative-focused story. I'm going to see if we can get that done in basically one playthrough. Is it going to happen? Well, we'll find out. So let's jump in. We're going to play in the Realm of Chaos. And we are, of course, playing as the Ogres Skrag. Legendary, very hard. Everything all set up as it's supposed to. Let's do this. I guess before we dive in, if you do not or haven't seen Skrag's reworked skills there, so Skrag actually on Realms of Chaos starts with a pretty scary army. He's got some Ogre Bulls, of both varieties, a couple of Gnoblars, 3 Gorgers, and a Saber-Tusk pack. Our faction effects are going to be, we've got additional rewards based on the number of active offerings to the Maw. We'll gain more meat from all of our battles and all of our armies. We are going to have more campaign movement range, and our Slaughter Masters and Butchers are going to be higher ranked. Order effects, we shall have a little bit of a reduction to our meat costs in our offering to the Great Maw. All of our Gorgers are going to hit much harder on the flank, and then all of our beast units are going to be much cheaper as well as we get the Gorger onslaughts. We just get to summon in Gorgers wherever we want. Skrag's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. And we're going to get more uses of that as we have more of the different Maw gifts active too. Alright, let's do this. Skrag versus the world. Actually, I think we're missing our music. Let me come in here and make sure. We are. For all of the guides, there's no music. Throws things off.
Son.
And then we begin. I so adore the Realms of Chaos intros, and actually when they have the campaign flyovers, like in all of the old Total Wars, this is kind of the first one that hasn't had the campaign flyover for the Immortal Empires, and I do so miss it. We can read here. The Ogre Kingdoms, a group of greedy, brutish tribes that fight with each other over riches and meat, are found in the east across the mountains of War, and oftentimes their violence spills out beyond the mountains, so the Ogres roam far, occasionally even welcomed as mercenaries. Skrag, Prophet of the Great Maw, is such a wanderer, and that's why he makes such an ideal candidate for this quest. I trek across the wastes, avoiding the slave patrols in the Darklands, and at last reach the Ogre Kingdoms.
The ogres feast to honor Greasus the Over-Tyrant. Their appetites are ferocious. I must be wary.
Time's up, wizard.
No.
Put him in the stew.
Wait! Untold power can be harnessed from a dying god.
Power? Ogres take what they want. What more power do we need? Boil the pot! Fresh meat!
Please wait! The god is up there! You can't devour it!
Quiet! A bear, you say?
Sounds tasty.
Shut up! A new meat. God flesh.
Enough for you, your warriors, and your god, the Great Maw.
I can smell it now. Roast god ribs.
A feast like no other.
You're no meat eater. What's in it for you?
My book reveals a path to his deathbed. I will show you the way for one drop of Ursun's divine blood.
One drop. But ogres get the rest.
That is the deal. Our goal is to claim Ursun.
Time to have a bear barbecue.
Great Maw. What should I do with this piece of gristle? Does it go in the pot? No. I say, first we listen to him, then we can eat him.
If you need meat for your pot, Then we should start with the dwarfs, great prophet. The Carracks will be tough to crack, but the taste is surely worth it. Further along the pass lie ruins. The Tome of Fates tells me that Skaven hide within. There isn't much flesh on the vermin, so you must slay plenty to fill the cauldron. And where the Grey Mountains end is the true treasure. Marienburg, a city rich in gold and supple flesh. Beyond lies the Empire. So much blood for your part. Enough to summon the rifts and hunt for god meat in the realms of chaos. Of course, it is possible to bypass the dwarfs and head straight for the heart of the Empire, which is ripe for plunder. But perhaps that's a riskier strategy. Listen to your gut, Great One. Let its rumble guide you, and together we will seek Ursun and finally sate the Great Maw.
Indeed. And the ogres, I absolutely adore. This is how you learn how to play your monstrous infantry factions, because pretty much everything they have is some kind of monstrous infantry, supported by these little fairly garbage Noblars. Fantastic at just standing in the way and keeping people's attention while the ogres circle around for a smashing flank. We also are going to be basically using meat. Meat is the most important resource we have. I guess it's equal importance to gold. It's how we are going to be building up all of our camps. Camp buildings do not upgrade with gold, they upgrade with meat, so we need to generate as much of it as we can. Butcher of Beasts, fantastic. And we're going to try to maintain kind of themed armies this time, where it's Skrag and the boys, all of his, so we will have kind of bowls and such. It's mostly going to be focused around foragers and the more bestial units. But with Skrag, let me show you, we actually have big names for all of your ogres, where they're able to gain additional bonuses based on doing different achievements in battle. So we've got Gore Harvester here, so we need to win a battle against trolls. It's very specific. You have to use the Maw spell 3 times in a single battle against World Swallower. You have to have all 4 offerings of the Great Maw active at once for Maw that walks, and then we have to end our turn with Starving. We can get both of these active in one turn, so we can generate meat just all the time, and then every single one of our battles will generate more as well. It's so good. Also, he can heal faster, and we'll have a regeneration as long as he's melee. Skrag is a monster. For his uniques, we have additional attack and defense for all of the bestial units, as well as causes terror for Gorgers, which, interesting that Gorgers are not already absolutely terrified. They're basically an ogre that is extremely skinny and can fit in anything their head can, kind of like a cat, so it's a bad time. Sundering attacks, spell intensity and cooldown for spells, even more reduction to the offering to the Great Maw faction-wide, which is good, more movement range, and wins of magic reduction for the Maw, so we'll be casting the Maw as much as we want. Great, and he has Fight or Die. That would make sense. For our Camp Tyrant. He has no big names. Getting a big name for your Camp Tyrant seems like a good idea. I'm just gonna chuck some gold to the Maw Cave here. And Skrag. Let's get all 4 of these active. Is it going to make us starving? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We are terrifying. Also, we get to end our first turn in starving regardless. Even if we gain some food here and here, we'll send it all to Targog the Gut. Growth in the local province. Now we're here to ruin you guys' day. Greg? Onward. Oh, right. It's just 3 dwarfs? Is this a joke? I know all of their tooltip says they're weak against armor, but it's not really. They still have about half of their damage as armor piercing, so they're not terrible. You just don't charge them directly into dwarfs. That's how you lose your ogres. Oh, and we even have a kind of baby maw stone to set up over here. How great. People all are in for a bad day. We're gonna go ahead and have Gorgers on the flanks, and I think Gorgers are our only armor piercing here in the early game. Yes, they are, so we really don't want to lose them. Our only way of dealing with the actual dwarf armies if we run into any. I know these first battles are fairly weak, but that doesn't mean the later battles will be. So I like to do my Noblars is in just phalanxes, so you get them as bunched up as you can, and then you send them in. And when you have more Noblars, you just put them behind these, and you make a big square of Noblars and send them in. Ogres move a lot faster than the Noblars, so you kind of have to keep them either back, you have to kind of shuffle them in and out of walking. If your Ogres get isolated, or you get too eager with your Ogres, you will have them walk over, and we can kind of take a quick look at our units. It's been a while since we played the Ogres. But in our Icklog campaign, I guess spoilers, we are annihilating. Oh, what was that? His neck. Oh no. Different kind of Chaos Ogres. And then you got Skrag, one of the best voice acted lords in the base game for Warhammer 3. Warhammer 3 had some incredible voice acting, as they all do, but I feel like Warhammer 3 is a step above. They'll randomly throw. Oh, there's a guy just kind of trying to crawl out of the pot. Oh, we're gonna get away from that. That's horrifying. Our normal Noblars. All right, so dwarves, you want to fight? Sit in the Noblars. Warriors can sweep in from behind. Skrag, we're gonna go ahead and bring him around. Skrag spells are incredible. Bulgors are 23, 24 additional melee attack. We're gonna give that to the Noblars. It's very similar to what you do with the Goblins. They get a lot of additional bonuses. Or at least that bump to their attack is pretty severe. WrestleMania. Noblars keep shouting about shinies. And any amount of your Noblars that end up dead is no big deal. I can summon into the Gorge as well. Listen, watching the battles is oftentimes how I end up losing troops. The Ogres look to me after. Is that right? Oh, the Ogres look like you after 2 grilled cheese burritos. I mean, if they're good, they're good. The Ogres. As long as your Ogres don't die, it's a good battle. As long as you don't end up looking like Skrag after that meal, you should be fine. That means you're using your face probably more than you should. And we're pretty much going to process meat every single time. And as we get more of the different gifts of the Maw active, we'll gain more and more bonuses. So we get Follower, Feeder, Son of the Maw, and Prophet of the Maw, where we just gain more Winds of Magic cost reduction for our spells, more meat gain from our battles from all of our armies, and then we can use this kind of, I mean, fairly brutal Vortex, the Boiling Cauldron. 100% armor piercing, fire, and magical attacks, very good against the undead. And then we have a Gorger Onslaught upgraded for Skrag, so we get 3 summons of Gorgers. Yeah. You see, maybe he gets 4 total, but it's lots of Gorgers that just appear out of nowhere. Send your new hero to join your army. Wow. Guy's Brawler Guts, win 5 battles, win a battle with In Noblars, Noblar Kicker is unbreakable for all expendable units in range. Belly Slapper, and win a battle with another hero for Guard. All these are pretty good. Skrag, you move in. He can't even reach. Why? I wonder why would they have us have him join? Maybe he can't, it's just being weird. On Plag, you can do it. If you don't reach, you don't get to be named Kevin. Well, look at you. Kevin downgraded to a hero this time. Nope. He's the Chonk Mage. Oh yes, I guess I should have said what these offerings even were. So Ravening Horde causes attrition in the local province, and you get more income from raiding, which this one is just active because we have to. All-consuming stomachs allows you to move further and use tunneling ability, which is incredible. Feasting Frenzy is the Feasting Frenzy ability, so you get to charge harder and hit harder when you get there, and more melee attack for all units in the army, and then Bone to Pot, you build up more wins of magic, and have more wins as this Lord kills, or whichever of the heroes that has, just for the Lord? Yeah, it's just for the Lord, so as they slay, they get more spell resistance and recharge your magic faster. Ogres have the option to eat nearby friendly goblin units to heal. They don't like to eat their Noblars because of how stringy they are, but it's not a bad idea. Giving them a kind of a secondary way of replenishing. It's like merging, but you can merge the unit by eating. It doesn't make more ogres appear, though. I'll be just saying, like, on the battlefield itself. I think more ogres should have access to, like, most of the bulls and such should have access to, maybe through technology, a very small heal through being in melee. And I think a lot of them do get access to something similar. Just not your basic ogre bulls. They get heavier. That's all they get. Alright, a proper dwarf army this time. Will any of our Noblars survive? Probably not. Definitely wouldn't revive. No, definitely not. I was thinking, when you initially said it, I was thinking replenishment is what you would gain. And then I was like, it's similar to what the giants do. And I think that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Alright, the most dangerous target this time is going to be the Blasting Charge. Did you end up taking more damage after the battle was over? Feels like it. Alright, so we'll have the Noblars going to sprint over there, everyone else walk. I'm pretty sure most of our ogres walk about the same speed as the Noblars run. Gorgers, I do want to get in position. And the ogres, you run on forward. Gorgers sneak around. No quarrelers is interesting. I guess the early dwarf garrisons don't even get quarrelers. It's crazy. I will have you two go break the Blasting Charge miners. They are keeping an eye on the Saber-Tusk pack. That's not a problem. Start running so everyone's over here in the same place. We don't want to go in the woods. I don't believe they have Strider. No, they don't. Alright, Noblars, charge! Yeah, we'll bring them in and they'll pick a target as they get closer. Gorgers, fall back. We want the devastating flanker to kick in. Smash them. There it is, now turn, Skrag, let's get your abilities going. No reason to take damage. Drop the Boiling Cauldron down here. That looks awesome. I've never seen that ability. pretty decent job of Skrag's rework. It just completely slipped my notice back in the day. Just that Gortrus versus Miners is not a fight. And as long as your normal bulls have some support, they absolutely rip, even armored units. I guess anything that doesn't have armor, it's a wash. Ogres are terrifying. What's a nice animation? There's some pretty cool ones for the ogres. They do lots of launching, lads. Skrag has one where he throws a guy in the pot and the Noblars jump on him to smush him down in. Right now, he's just ripping through lads like a absolute blender. This one, I don't believe we'll gain more meat from fighting, so we'll go ahead and hit it now. Last one, we should have rounded up every last Dawi. What do you all think, though? This is completely out of left field, but what do you all think about the announcement that we're not likely going to have space battles for, at least on launch for Warhammer 40k? And when they say at least on launch, and then they still kind of have the mealy words, that's also kind of concerning. But what do you all think? Does 40k need space battles? Yeah, we're looting occupying. We need more meat.
Take everything.
Boys is hungry. Immediately gonna grab ourselves another lord, and it's gonna be a slaughtermaster of King of Heavens. Leadership, or just make him stronger, if we have to choose. Booger Golden Tooth. When a battle while being reinforced gives him Big Bellower. Marrow Muncha. Bone Crushers are great to have. Just bound, and then some spell resistance. He also gets Belly Slapper and then Grand Feaster. They're already going through a lot considering the scale. I would have liked to have heard, because they did say as much. I still would have liked to have probably heard maybe a hint as to what they might have been working on that makes space battles not edible. Not too upset, but I'm sure it'll be added. I hope, but when you go, oh yeah, we're adding it later, you give yourself an out pretty easily. Having a conflab quickly becomes a huddle. You actually don't really need growth too much as the ogres, not until later. We're gonna go ahead and grab Ogre Breath to make the bowls a little bit heavier. Then we're gonna come up Stringy Tendons to get into the upgrades of the Gorgers. They at least get Gorge Feast. But I do think most of the ogres should have something similar to this. So maybe theirs is stronger than your normal ogres. They get, I don't know, 0.4 or 0.04. Something that's very minor.
Your children grow stronger, great more.
Being able to move further, I don't know. Back in the Realms of Chaos, sometimes you couldn't get between the areas in a single turn. So we're going to go ahead and pick up Route Marcher. Route Marcher, and yeah, you can go for Molotov. There's all sorts of ways to increase growth of the ogres. What? Cave Painter? Sorry, who can have a Cave Painter? A lord. As long as that lord's not Skrag. Oh, you can have it. Excellent. Enjoy your Cave Painter. Alright, then Skrag, we're gonna go ahead and pick up... Oh, we've got the Noblar Flingers. Interesting. Can't think of an instance where I would want these. When your army doesn't specialize in missiles, trying to then lean into missiles is a bad idea. Let's go one more Noblar, and then we'll go... Oh, good. From the Isleheart camp, we actually get some decent ogres. Iron Fists are incredible, and they work much better in auto-resolve. Let's pick up some more chaff. They're extremely cheap. I don't really want just normal ogre bulls. If I'm going to recruit some, I want them to be the dual weapon variant. Demon ogre unit called the Oni. That would be cool. It's going to have to show up with Nippon, though. Alright, so Skrag, we have to end our turn starving. We're going to send all of this meat back. We need to be...
Heart of a corpse.
59 is starving. Oh, we're already there then. What does it look like it does it? 0 to 59 says starving. Alright, we'll go send this back. Transfer the meat to the camp. Okay, good, they are starving. Normally not something you would say, but in this instance, great, they're starving. Send all 40 back to the camp. And we want to focus on getting the Hat Cave pretty quickly here.
Overtime and one day.
We do, of course, want just to generate meat and then to have gold, and then we'll circle to grabbing the old Hat Cave here, because it's blood vultures, saber tusks, and hunters. As a gold horde. And gold horde's probably fine. Although I might prefer the ogre bull building. All of the ogre normal settlements only go to tier 3. They're not great unless they have one of these trade resources. Then they can be pretty great.
All right. Sigma's
Nah.
will.
No diplomacy. Only slaughter.
Boss. Got it.
Capture Karak Asgaraz. Run it.
Don't think so.
Oh, don't think so. Skrag's unlocked both of his big names now, Ever Famished and
Hunger.
the Maw That Walks. Extra healing, meat generated, and even more meat gained from battles. Peak the mountains. Once you have rid these mountains of the dwarfs, you can then establish a powerful base.
It hungers.
Like a powerful base. Make sure Skrag is as anti-missile as possible.
Slaughter man.
Give your replenished troops. And onward.
Harvester.
We'll let Booger be reinforced at some point here, but I'd rather him
To the
not gain all of our experience. That belongs to Skrag. This is a little bit more of a difficult fight here.
crap on.
Is a siege.
Bring me ingredients. Tyrant. Never
Alright, let's see if they can hold.
become off.
Are we still starving? Yeah, that's not great. We do lose a little bit of our leadership and our mass. Down to 1200. It'll be fine. Skrag. Now we get a Pyrrhic victory, and we only lose some Noblars. Most excellent. Ogre's got a bit of a siege rework too, where only your heroes, lords and heroes, really have Wallbreaker in the early game. Things like Mournfang and the Rhinox, anything like larger than that, is going to also have Wallbreaker, but just your lords and heroes early on. Dwarf settlements are not fun to crack. These walls are indestructible. We want to hit them with a lot of, where a lot of the sections are damageable. This is probably the way through here. Or, so then we can come pouring down this ramp. That's a good idea. Hoblards, catch those arrows. Move pretty quick. Hide you, or not even hide, put you over there, that way they're concerned about it. Engorgers actually have Siege Attacker, but they don't work very quickly. They're not very worth it. And we should get Stone Shaker base now. Fantastic. Walls? No, not a problem.
Look upon your children, great more.
Got that section of wall.
Behold, their end
Little baby gobos go this way.
Bring us meat.
Gobloids. We'll have them be kind of a sneaky vanguard that moves in on this way then. Take a little bit of damage. Why you want the Iron Fist Ogre Pulls.
The more commands.
They will bail off the walls as you start closing in too, because they know that Stone Shaker is extremely devastating. I'm going to use it to blow up this gatehouse though, and if it takes up the whole gatehouse, all of those Dobby up on top also die. I just kind of snipe it a little bit. Ah, what? Shenanigans. Oh, there's no longer a gatehouse there.
Master of the people.
Please, Ogre mates.
Just in the tribe. Looking for me. That'll do.
I don't want them to necessarily know we have the Gorgers. Only killed 6 of them. I don't think they would win against miners.
The more that walks, more commands me.
Those towers are going to start blasting. Let's have you two gobos. I'm no gobbo. You are when I say you are.
Servant of the more.
Wait for the boiling pot. There'll be a perfectly good opportunity for it.
Whatever the master wants. Go. Gas. Under control,
Boltzmans have arrived. Oh yeah, you go charge these miners. You with the Saber Tusk go just fine. Skrag's using that pot on the wall.
Plans another.
Getting through eventually. Yeah, I figured we would have just enough units to stand here and capture the walls. So we're just going to go ahead and double up here.
this we can do.
Great news. Relentless hunger.
They don't know how to deal with us just ripping through the walls. Fair enough. Walls are breached. There goes half that miner team.
Okay, they butcher.
All more than a minor inconvenience. Hoplites are being annoying. Doing what they do best.
Voice.
Alright, Gorgers. How would you like to meet someone else? We're to save the boiling cauldron. Alright, all the ogres, charge. Crunch them. Crunch them. Skrag's not having the best time. Let's bring in some reinforcements quick like. Beautiful. Make sure they don't get too ahead of themselves. Are you really moving that slow, brother? Get in there. And then these Noblars can come join, and you can just swarm them. We'll save the other summon. We can probably just bypass these and go straight to the back, capture the zones. Get in a bit closer. Let's slow this unit.
Sneaky trappings.
Sneaky trappings. Go ahead and give you the wild form. Push through. How are you all doing? Get through the gates. Versus a group of single, or like a single squad of miners, you should beat the smack out of them. So don't worry about it. Charge you back. Very brave. let's go charging down the hill. Ooh, not you, hang on. You have a very different mission. Charging these clowns. Didn't go for the harmonic convergence, make them much more punchy, please. Here come the saber tusks. They hunger for little stunty flesh. In fact, I'm probably gonna weaken those miners just to be safe. Alright, gang. On the hill. Is only the Iron Fist ran down the hill. We can clear them off of here if we want to. I'm curious, does this work on towers? No, you can't. You cannot target. You cannot target towers. Alright, they're struggling more against these miners than I thought. Fall back. Try to sneak through. If once they rampage, we lose them. Oh, here we go. Give them a way through. Charge. Come on back here, because we probably could use the... Oh, the simmering pot. Makes sense. Forgers, come on. You know your job. Let's knock those miners over. Alright, back over on the side. The wave of ogres is a threat. Let's have the Iron Fist boys, though, take a break.
Take it all!
Send the Noblars in, and, well, actually, let's try to draw them back towards us. On the street. The Gorgers arrived. There's no reason to fight there in your trap. That is yawn foolish. I can grab this zone for me, though.
Master of butchery.
As soon as these two Dawi groups are gone, we're going to come in together, capture that zone. Oh, they'll get caught. That does happen. You two, go deal with these dwarf warriors. Stay together. You can summon an Eating Gorgers behind him. That's a great idea. Everyone together. He tried to turn around and run. Smashes in there with the meat tenderizer. Go through the stunties. They're in your way. You can do it. Yeah, that wasn't much of a resistance. Charge. Well, here we can actually use our blood cauldron. Oh, they gave up. I didn't see no white flag. Yeah, they gave up. That's too bad. And we lost a couple of the Iron Fists. They fought a couple of dwarf teams fully by themselves, though, so that makes sense. $211 meat gain. Fantastic. No longer starving in one battle. Sack the settlement. Keep Skrag moving. Yeah, let's do that.
Butcher.
Does this count as reinforcing?
Slice the
He said absolutely not.
a new chop house.
That's fine. We're going to continue. They want you to turn. Well, they said, oh, it might be more challenging if you go attack Altdorf. Yeah, why would you start a war on two fronts? That's you need so many generals slaughtered like that. No thanks. Skrag, how about we advance? Very edge of our territory here. That's what we find when they have a full stack of dwarves with warlords. No, of course they don't. Ogre,
Master.
give us some more troops. Brother, what? We're already too far away from our camp? The poorly positioned camp if I've ever seen one. Another camp is needed already. We're right between Drakenfels and Blackstone.
The more it hungers.
It hungers. You don't get any extra meat through battles here. No, just through all of his crazy skills. With Inspiring Presence and Bull Gorger then.
Slow a man.
Doofy Noblaws. What is the infantry? Sold. Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and pick up a couple more normie bulls then. Would be more difficult fighting Karl Franz while dealing with the dwarfs turn 1. No, you're right. It absolutely would be more difficult. Perhaps riskier. Perhaps just dumb. Growth and replenishment, and the whole building is tier 2. In that case, growth and replenishment.
Bring me ingredients.
I'd rather send all of your meat on back to the camp. Well, actually, not all of it. Yes, all of it. Same thing with Skrag. We need just 40. Let's go 170. Make it a normal number. Yep, and then transfer. Next to Islehart has all the meat it could use.
Tyrant of
To get up to a
the
campground already.
tribe.
Sold. Well. Yeah, sold. And then we can send more meat back next to. It is all the way out now. Growth control, feast for the strong. I think feast for the strong sound fantastic. Especially since we have no good units just yet. Skrag and
Butcher.
Ogre are our good units. Unfortunate. Oh, Inlag Proudbeard. I've never seen someone with this name on. I don't think there's as big of a name pool in. Finally got our contracts due, but I don't think there's as big of a name pool over on Mortal Empires. I don't have that confirmed, but I've never seen this combination of names for the dwarfs. Franklin wants us to kill goat people. Go kill Immel or goat people. Where is the goat? That's a long ways away. Immel's here in Marienburg. I'm sure we could do that. Dragonhide Banner give us frostbite attacks, extra charge bonus. I mean, all of these would be good to finish, but one of them is way too far away. Likely would be slaughtered before we get there. Eating crushed limestone reduces cases of ogre breath. Stand close together without dying.
Soldier, servant. I am the tender.
Key of the Golden Teeth. They've got a Dragon Slayer. Or I guess a Demon Slayer.
Crap on. Flesh. More's chosen.
Both of those bulls to here, and then we'll just auto-resolve this one.
Allies, all are
This one should be quite auto-resolvable. It'll be a good test. Your ogres hate auto-resolve. And we'll once again just loot and occupy. No reason to go slow. Eventually we'll have all of the rifts pop up. He mentions at the beginning that, oh yeah, you can summon the rifts. Which may have been the idea that CA had early on. Definitely not the case now. Like every 20 turns or so. Blood Gruel. Waste not, want not every time we cast. I think just he heals. This is some combatants. Yeah, it's just him. He's the other one that heals.
Slaughter man.
Toothy Noblars first. Come on, Harry, it's wizard time. Welcome, Lamb Party. How are you doing today?
No more. Your gifts are bountiful.
All gifts are bountiful. No one gets traded with Skrag. Everyone gets chucked into the maw. Send this on back, and actually might have you get a couple of gifts active. They're going to cost him 20 each, and 20 do upkeep, but we may not be able to do it until after we deal with Drakenfels. That would be nice. Let's get it to 350. Been a great week on my end, so hope the same for you. Yes, indeed. Just ending, actually. But of course. So we're gonna end it on a bit of yes, it can sound I'm already a little bit tired. I stayed up a little bit later than I should have yesterday playing Marathon, even though I told myself I wouldn't. I had to see what game killed my beloved Destiny. Killed it years ago. Didn't kill it. Didn't kill it anytime soon. Or recently. It's not bad. It started out when I first kind of saw what Marathon had going on, the art design and everything. Not for me. The character design, like how they look, is still, I'm not sold on it yet, but it's been fun in terms of extraction shooters. Am I kind of hoping we get something besides an extraction shooter soon? Yes. I'm a little bit tired of it. Drakenfel's the main settlement? No. Not. So even if the rats have a lot of guys here, this should be easy. Could be. Oh no. Oh no, there's Skaven here. Hang on, don't declare war on them yet.
The great Moors command.
Golden toothed booger. Oh, I meant to actually get you guys some loot last turn and do some recruiting. That way I don't just get run over by Franz here later. Let's get a couple of dual weapons. You get more recruitment here? Nah, you don't. No reason then. Although every turn we raid makes them like us much less. You at war with anyone?
I will hear your petition.
Stonehorn.
The boss.
A hunter camp, or my hunter building, and then we probably want the loot pile. Next. Alright, beautiful. Should have been recruiting ogres every single turn there, but woulda, coulda. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the pig jousting fields. Noblars for my early game are not needed. We've got enough to pass up between the two of these lords already. In fact, Land Party, we actually picked up, on top of Marathon, we picked up our very first, can't show you all here, but our first set of miniatures. Am I going to be able to build a whole army in? We'll see. But we've started out with the Adeptus Roritas, so that's going to be great. We'll get the pictures of those up in progress as we go. My friends and I yesterday, we told each other we'd get back about 11 p.m. Nowadays, we got about 3 in the morning. Straight back to work. Or school, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I remember that. I do remember those days.
Skrag, slaughter, servant.
Who are you at war with, rats?
Wapstone?
No one? Well,
Did you say
we'll fix that, don't worry. Seems like you're lonely over here.
prophet of the great Moor?
Land Morbidus. So many method ways to kill you. That's what you think. Chieftain's more of a threat than... probably for any other faction, actually. Armor piercing and anti-large. University is lifestyle. Most definitely. Let's give that to our... No, I like the Saber Tusk to run away. Let's give this to Skrag. And to the field. Smush us some rats. Watch you play Marathon? Yes, I think, well, so I don't know if I'm going to have a members-only marathon tonight, because I do want to have at least one more members-only stream for the end of the week. So it'll be sometime this weekend. The Little Wizard also is coming back this weekend, too, so we'll have to find a time to work a marathon stream in. Am I going to be good at it? Oh no, you're going to watch me get destroyed. And actually, the AI characters, the PvE guys are scarier in a lot of cases than real players, from what I've seen so far. So camp. Like we need to do battle with a camp in the background. All right, rats. Is it tactically sound? Or not? Oh yeah, you've got ruin spells. Disgusting. All of my Noblars are doomed. Maybe I can bait some of those spells out with some Ogre Pulls. They move fast enough. Even if he's casting them, we should be able to dodge it. That's going to be the attempt. Rain their winds of magic, and then bonk them on the head. Plus, he is a small target. My Gorger should have a feast on any of these. The Clan Rats aren't gonna survive. Stay further back. You Noblars, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the woods. This is where we want to fight later. Alright, let's do this. We probably don't want these guys bunched. I'll keep them back. I'll keep them back. Yeah, they'll go ahead and walk up the hill here.
You send us no more. Such a feast you'll be.
Such a feast. We can likely convince some shenanigans with the Saber Tusk back. Likely. Just a sloshy pot full of awful. Soon to be full of Skaven. Oh no, they're... Hang on now. Run, Noblars, run. Might stay in the woods. They don't know you're there. Beautiful. Let us build up some... That didn't work out at all. Those guys got ripped. A lot more damage on my Ogre Bowls than I would have liked. And there was what I was trying to bait out, but we got hit by it anyway. Sneaky AI. Drew my attention before casting it. Bring two of the Gorgers in. Spread them all out. We need to bait out a few more. I didn't actually see how much wins this Warlock Engineer has. I think that should be in most games. The NPCs are far stronger than the players, and later you start to overpower them. Oh, super invisible rats. It tends to be how it is in these games where they do have to give AI cheats and things like this, or it just doesn't know how to use units in the same way that you the player do. And just not only its units, doesn't understand its economy. There's several things it doesn't quite understand. Alright, it's quite a bit longer to rip them, but that's 2 minutes below. But Amanda's AI improves, we might finally get true difficulty. Or we're gonna get overtaken like Big Blue. Chess playing Prodigy. Let's wait for the new KI trained one. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for overwhelming force on one part of their flank. Don't want to send in everyone at the same time. I'm trying to bait out the rest of their casts here. Right, in come the Gorgers. Any lightning here is going to cause more damage to their troops than mine. Have two of you pushed together into one of the thousands of Pestillinkage. Right, they're gone. Terrified at the very least. Rest of the rats don't exactly know what to do either. Alright, Noblars, start moving in. More teams. There's the lightning. It'll hurt the bulls, it really won't hurt the Gorgers much. Alright, bulls, full back. Full back. Gorgers keep ripping. Skrag, let's charge this clown with some support. Gorgers work together. We call him a steak, buddy. Keep shocking the Gorgers. Huge blob of Skaven, hit him with the wind. Hit him with the blood cauldron. The screaming. Noblars. Just smash into this flank here. Brunch him. Now we're getting double teamed by the... Nope, can't have that. Give Skrag some cover. Come on in a little bit quicker, Ogres. There it is. Straight through. We've got the old wind blast. Noblars got here a bit slow. Alright, Skrag, pull back. You're doing a good job of keeping the infectious lad right next to you. He's out of here. Alright. Not amazing. We managed to isolate a couple of our lords there. Some more lightning. Don't worry, brother. I got some stuff for you, too. Keep ripping. Each of the Gorgers go find one of those two pack masters. What I should have done earlier on. Skrag, you pull through Iron Fist, you knock out Scalpos. We'll give it to one unit. Let's go ahead and give it to these Gorgers. Skrag, come back in.
Consider it done.
I'm glad you got that lightning, but it felt like you didn't have any for a long time. Come on, Skrag. Go for the Bull Gorger, make sure no one wants to fight. The brain gobbler there.
The more. Okay, they butcher.
And one last cast. We need to get some of the gorgers away.
When do we
Oh, good. Never mind. Never mind. Worked out fantastically. Chieftains are a problem for sure. And the bulls themselves get in there and they absolutely rip through the Skaven. That is not very much meat. He did say they were stringy. Did mention they were stringy. Oh, Dragonfels is also going to become... Quarry's not a bad choice.
I bring meat.
Our unit choices are not incredible. We just need another... We need to get either closer to this camp or to sit for a turn or two in global.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Put Regiment of Renown in there, interesting. Don't know why you would, but yeah, it's an option for you. Control research rate from the Firebelly building. We just go crazy with growth. Big slab.
The great Moor beckons.
Take a bone crusher there, knock out whole squads of Skaven.
The boss.
So you're better at camping.
Master.
With the Noblars, yeah, just get as much Winsomatic as possible.
Harvest many ingredients.
Get some more bulls to replace those lost, and we'll just charge on Grim Duraz.
The great Moor's command. Ogres, stomp on.
No, need my warp token.
That's a bad idea. Other side of Dragonfels. The fact that this army's out of here means they've got a full stack in Grim Duraz.
It hungers. They will provide.
Which is concerning.
A more.
Oh, we don't have the gold to send the... Having to use money to send that back's a little silly, but we should have to pay the lads to do it in the first place. You got the camp huddle going?
Us, for all of us. Happening because I said so.
Hope they don't decide just to wipe out our camp here. Pack it up and... If it looks like they're gonna declare war on us, we'll have to pack it up. Imminent rebellion. It is gonna kick off soon, and there's nothing we can do about it. Alright, so what we'll need to do is send an army on back. Noblar prosthetics. An enterprising slaughtermaster hits upon the idea of fashioning crude, oversized slip-on noses and ears from leftover scraps of hide. Desirous use of these absurd prosthetics, countless Noblars walk to your cause. For in their abhorrent society, there's no greater sign of station than a bulbous snout, mammoth lungs. Fair enough.
The more.
Fair enough.
I treasure my cleavers.
There's gonna be a lot of rats there. What does your army look like, Metastone?
Blame you.
Nothing but spearmen. Spearmen and some night runners.
It cools.
I don't think it's gonna keep you safe though.
Godmouth's command.
Especially if we have Bone Crusher going.
Tyrant.
That a camping? Forward building construction cost?
Tyrant gets the spoils.
Have you built everything already? We may just want to pack the camp up. That way it doesn't get knocked out by the Empire. In fact, I'm going to. Pack it up, lads. We'll redeploy over here with Skrag.
My coupon awaits. Master.
It's gonna be a spooky battle. Let's get all 4 of these active. That way we get even more uses of Gorgers. And then, spooky as is, we go into attack Metastone. And if he gets ambushed, great, that's fine. Alright, all of the rats versus Skrag. Thankfully though, we are ravenous, so we're a little bit faster. Have a little bit more mass than normal. You're a Plague Caster. No Ruin Casters is huge. Only 2 minutes below, and we stay away from the choke point. Do it. We can actually use our Noblars as our front line this time. Incredible. Alright, begin deployment. Oh, perfect. We're gonna want to charge towards the hill then. Or up the hill as quickly as we can. Please, Ogre mates. Our reserve troops. Ain't no gobbo. You just be there to stand in the way. All the Gorgers can already go up the hill. Saber Dust is over here just to keep him worried about it. And then the bulls. They get in each other's ways. You have to kind of put them in a trade. Alright, let's do this. Up the hill. And then bring them all the way out to the flank there. Gorgers come across. It's all for you, Noblars. The meat feast. Gold meat, what else is there? More, maybe. There's a summoned unit. Got Fire Will. Just run him over. Worried more about Skrag's a bad idea. From downtown. Yeah, they're gone. Nothing we can do. They're gonna get their guys in before we do. Here comes the next Menace Blow Summon, really. Here was Skrag as well. Well, that's both of them. Done and dusted. Alright, Skaven, what's the plan now? Move up the hill here. We have plenty of charging opportunities. keep charging. You get to build up your yeah, points are generated for each friendly unit charging. While these guys are charging around, they're building up our charge points. Weakest section of their army is the center at the moment. But it's actually this flank here. Flame rat spears without shields are not very tanky. You also don't want to end up fighting in the trees if we can help it. Kill one of their captains pretty early on, too. It's going to be a rather small area to attack from, so let's go ahead and leave 3 of these Noblars here. You 3 move forward. Gorgers, and then whatever bulls are immediately near. You guys stay here. You 2 come forward. Or use the Noblars as fallback zones. Alright, let's do this.
Off we go! Gut magician.
Devastating flanker with against units with that little armor is incredible. Yeah, we act like we're charging them. Then we stop, then we charge them. That way they stop racing. Oh, the Skaven from nowhere with the spears. Here for that. Gorgers come away. You 2 charge in. Don't want to use that yet. There will be a good opportunity. They just charged over. Cheeky. Very Skaven. And then we bring pretty much our entire squad here over to be reinforcements. Otis armor, quick like. Skrag, what do we got? Time for the fist. Not bad at all. As Gorgers are a little bit wounded, let's go ahead and pull them through. Skrag, time to summon your first squad of Gorgers in behind. Get into them. Hungry. Keep holding. There are so many Skaven over here. Around, you come after this mage here. I like that they tried to stand in his way and it just didn't happen. Bonus damage across the board, a little bit of bonus armor for everyone in here. long as these Nobblers are keeping Metastone locked down, we can turn with our heroes and go beat them down. A lot of Skaven. They go take out that leader. Just completely juked their spears. That leader's gone. Who's next? Night Runners deal more damage than anything else there. You just charge into these. A whole bunch of fleeing rats. They sent 2 guys over to try to stop that hero. Sorry, Skaven, guess you're not about the survival of the fittest life.
The more coals.
Have to bring in all my bulls. Turn and give him the old wind blast. They were gonna act like they're gonna be tough, but no, definitely not. It's all an act. Sweet. So now we just have to catch as many of these guys as we can. Rat chase. Which ones matter? Stop these. Matters that we stop all of them, really. Then the fight inside of the settlement won't be as bad. Now they're gonna have pretty much full health lords, which is unfortunate, but their armies are completely ravaged. Good morning to you as well, Great Begrudgers. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. You came in at just the right time. We're finally got some good battles here against the Skaven. That one was massive. Yeah, a little over 5,000 rats versus our Noblars and their chunky friends. Their bodyguards. Only 198. Meat generation subpar, lads. What's Skrag's fortune and Lord Trait do in Realms of Chaos? I think it's exactly the same. He just starts with a little bit of a different army. So we gain powerful rewards based on the number of active offerings to the Maw. Since we have 8 currently, we're going to get faction-wide a little bit of a Winds of Magic reduction for all of our spells, 30% more meat gain from all of our armies, and then for Skrag only, Gorger Onslaught summons more Gorgers, or at least we have more uses of it. And then we have the Boiling Cauldron for our faction leader, which is crazy strong. We also have extra meat gain just naturally from all of our battles. Then we have more campaign movement range and Lord and Hero rank for Slaughtermasters, Butchers. For Skrag himself, that's not Skrag. War Harvester gives you a reduction to how much it costs you to offer offerings to the Great Maw. Devastating Flanker for Gorgers. 20% less upkeep for all of your more bestial units. And then we have that Gorger Onslaught ability. Toothcracker's a really solid spell. And so we'll ignore it and grab Lucky Noblars for some resistance. You there. Foe Seeker only comes in at rank 12, really. Surprising. Amber Spear, the best spell in the game?
Must butcher. Led by the Maw.
Alright, Grimdaraz, time for you to learn a valuable lesson, and that's auto-resolve is brutal. To the ogres.
Hunger, guide us.
That was just loot and occupy.
Take
Stop saying that. I can't.
the gore.
Something wrong. Sorry. That's the way it is. Saber. So even though the camp's packed up, you can still recruit the units that were there. I think that's a kind of neat. It's expensive, but it's still neat. Let's go ahead and grab.
Carve and grind. Ogres, stomp on.
Have 2 of these bowls here.
I bring meat.
If we're replenishing that much.
If it means butchery. My cook
Probably up to full.
rights.
That's good stuff. In fact, we'll have you with the 1 set of bowls. We'll have a rebellion pop up down here in Ziflin. I don't think any of our, well, depending on what that army looks like, we did destroy the military building, so it is a very high likelihood it'll just be Noblars, but still.
It hungers.
You know what? No, we don't need any Noblar buildings. Let's get more gold.
That'll do.
Resistance. And let's say...
The tenderizer.
Where's the Midnight Winds and armor drop? That's exactly what we need.
Fine tool of butchery.
For our units that supposedly aren't great against armor, but we kind of smushed those Dawi. Smushed them good.
Bask in the moor's delight. Greetings in the name of the moor.
It will one day consume you. Non-aggression pact, says Marienburg. How about not? Couple of ogres having a conflab quickly becomes a huddle. We get ourselves a secondary.
The moor.
Secondary? Yeah.
Ritual.
You're just far enough away we can't help. Where's the rebellion down here? Oh, that's not good.
I have no
Hang on now. I've got no military buildings.
Stop that.
Where's your squad of nothing but miners? We're definitely losing that settlement. Good grief.
Heed the moor's ravenous call.
Grab some units from Skrag. 2 Noblars, a couple of bulls. We can go on down there and deal with that ourselves.
Bring me ingredients. Slaughter.
Or if you lose, we're all gonna be quite embarrassed. And we have to fight this one ourselves, don't we? I'm the tenderizer. Indeed, a great saying. Probably incredibly clever in terms of ogre sayings, too. Clever and wordy. I wish the upkeep production for monsters and Yeti specifically reserved for Jared the Red, Ogre Hunter's special character, who mentioned that he tamed blood vultures and saber tusks. Would have been a good idea. They should have leaned even harder into Gorgers and maybe Noblars for Skrag. Skrag's a tough one. Because he's not exactly a ruler of beasts. That's not a... It's more the Gorgers. He's the top dog Gorger. He's the maul that walks, so I guess any ogre is going to follow him. That is crazy. I don't know, maybe he's got his own kind of fanatical ogres. Our Dark Ironskin. He's the one that has his own Rhinox, right? If that's the case, then most likely. It's like just a metal Rhinox.
Good little runners.
Good little runners. Speaking of,
Guts out, boys! Follow the Morse call!
go around in either case.
I feel the
Gotta deal with the Night Runners first. Stay right outside of their range.
wind supper! Take it all!
Attack escaping slaves on both sides.
I go! I hear its call! To bring!
Well, you thought I was gonna charge you. You were so very wrong.
Fresh meat!
Push him. Let's go save this group. I don't think lowering the armor is a very good idea there. Almost charge bonus. That shark is... Oh, it is escaping slaves. That shark is brutal. That's just escaping slaves. Or rats. No armor and no melee defense. The cleaver wheel. And 2 armor on the Noblars, keeping them alive. Wouldn't mind Skrag buffing the Blood Vultures, Gorgers, and Blood Noblars if they would add that unit. Any unit that would follow along behind and kind of be scavengers of what the Gorgers are, that would obviously stay well out of the Gorgers' path, because Gorgers are absolutely terrifying. But still, I like the idea. The Noblars, like you're saying, the Blood Vultures, and then Gorgers. I don't know if he should buff things like the Stone Horns and such, but it is still makes for a fun campaign.
The hunger noise!
Just in the middle, you're getting absolutely clobbered. Lay it into him. And in reality, a Skaven Chieftain, no matter how tough, is going to take 1 club from an Ogre, and it's going to disappear into Viscera. Even Queek Head Taker, he would always run up on an Ogre, and he would get hit with a club, and he'd look like a golf ball. If that golf ball was made of a lemon. A red one. I thought that similar battles, or I like smaller battles, especially when you fight against friends or other humans. It makes it so much more interactive and hectic. It's much more. I would agree. The smaller battles tend to be more focused on the actual tactics. Your large battles, you can focus enough of your. It's a lot of armored fist or just gunpowder fist or whatever. Just you can concentrate a bunch of your force to punch through one section of the enemy army, and then you roll the army from there. Which is tried and true. It definitely works. Hello there, Scrot. How many we lose this time? A ton more than we actually did. It's called the multiplayer ladder. No, I'm good. Hard pass.
Meat ritual. Seeking ingredients.
How long before we can deploy that camp?
In-chief.
2 turns, but we could recruit another one. I would rather the camp had been between Draken. Yeah, this is a fine spot. Fine spot for it.
Ogre tyrant.
Ogre, Golden Tooth, and Crad. I'm sorry, Crad came equipped with lead belchers? You're talking overall, though?
No ogre can beat me.
I would agree. Multiplayer or not, the smaller battles are still more tactical.
Tyrant. Skrag.
Is Grizzle Valley in the game? Let's zoom on out. I don't think so. Yeah, just as the Northern Grey Mountains and the Grey Mountains themselves. Nothing beneath. Realms of Chaos was a smaller map. For sure.
Ogre tyrant.
Alright, this time immediately we're gonna have you get some... Wait, not in the Northern Grey Mountains, we need that. We're gonna grab you here. Just one additional.
Consume.
You grab a couple of bulls to make sure we can deal with the Dawi menace there. Send some meat over to this new camp.
I'll eat this old
But even 700, that's most of our money, and 400 from here. Beautiful. The Dragonfell's camp, get some upgrades. Replenishment. Grab that loot pile and the peace table. And from raising, looting, upkeep production. And the rest will save.
gets me what I want.
Still got 700. Well, in that case. Extra replenishment and gluttony in the circle of influence is pretty nice. Sinew bindings. Got spit. More tents. In this campaign, I think we want to work on military more. We're gonna go sinew bindings to make our bulls even better. Oh, I'm sorry, unyielding assault? Ogre weapons are even better than dwarf weapons. Heard it first here. No gorge or special building. Oh, there is. It's just not as good. Unless the original one is just a reduction how much they cost and how much, or a nice, here, I'll show you. Oh, you asked for about Gristle Valley. Yeah, it's right here. Well done, wizard. And the Gorger Haunt. Recruitment cost and recruitment rank increase for Gorgers. Action wide. It's there. Start making things.
Stop that.
Not looking forward to fighting a full setup Dawi squad.
Carve and grind.
We're not going to be there in time. We're just have to take it back from them, which honestly is fine.
War's chosen. Must go. Must go. They will feel the hunger.
One more turn before we can put that camp down. And that's what we do. So we'll stay here, of course, and
There will be butchery.
need one. I'd say one more and one more poker bowl too. The Drakenfell's camp as well. It's faction wide and cheap. Is it cheap? I mean, faction wide is incredible. Six 6,000. What do you mean? What do you mean?
My gut is law.
Long at first. It's like probably. I hope your gut's not long. This seems like a mistake. A bad thing, but a good thing. Fighter here.
Belongs to the boss.
Sure. And we march on the Empire. Can't wait to see what kind of armies they have. Unless it's Doom stacks of Outriders. Stonehorn tribe is gone, and Kadak Ziflin has been besieged.
Master
We just go get 'em?
butcher.
We could reinforce. Here, let's see what they actually have first. It's a lot. That is a lot of great weapons. I think we can win. It's just going to be a brutal fight. So, Ogre, come on down here and get ready to reinforce. And I'm going to go ahead and run to the restroom just real quick. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. And we'll be back for a siege, or I guess trying to relieve the siege of Ziflin.
Throw a face in my honor. I'll eat this whole stinking world. I'm the boss. Got it? Anyone want to challenge me?
Alright. We return. Ogres can produce money faster after the omens of a bit. Yeah, they definitely can. They did struggle with just supporting units nearly. But the fact that these guys cost about as much upkeep-wise as Empire Swordsmen, and yet will kick the smack out of Empire Swordsmen, is pretty good for them. Do we go straight after Marienburg?
The great
Unless that is an insanely strong Empire army, I don't think they stand a chance. Drop this camp off here.
Find me flesh, tyrant of the tribe.
You know what? Let's lure any strong armies out of Marienburg by attacking
It hungers.
Fort-Brest first.
A weak order.
I mean, fair. That's what you think. Auto-resolve. That was brutal. Never again.
Called Butcher, their strongest.
We might have doomed our camp here.
Tyrant.
Pulling them right in front of Marienburg like that.
It cools.
Hey. Nah, we don't want to be. We don't want to be in a march. Bad idea.
Feed the Moors ravenous cool.
Ooh, tough call. Noblars or beasts. I mean, the beasts are doing fine, but getting them some nice charge bonus. Charge bonus and armor is all it gives you. It's not really that good. You're gonna have Noblars until the very end of the game, pretty much.
Bring me ingredients.
You could use Thunderbolt for who you're facing.
In charge.
That camping for Krod.
All mine. Tyrant of the tribe. Waste no part of a corpse.
Alright, gives us a Pyrrhic victory. We lose just about everyone. Maybe we can't win. Let's find out. Getting this many great axes is really solid for the dwarfs. While their shields do have like a charge defense versus large, one of the weaknesses to them is that they don't do much damage back, where the dwarf warriors don't have that problem.
Bring us meat.
This is definitely going to be... Alright, so Noblars, you go hide in the woods. Even got one set of guys with the explosives. Alright, let it begin. Just split our opponents up a bit here. They should advance till our reinforcements come here, and in fact they're staying over there. Noblars, you come up on top of the hill. High ground is ours, dwarfs. Rookie mistake. Although we might have to attack. They've got 2 sets of blasting charge miners. Feels a little bit overkill for a province that only had tier 1 and 2 settlements. Seconds. Our caster's a better fighter than his, and that's going to be one of the main ways we pull this off here. You all stop running, please. Thank you. Where are you going now? Just up this other hill. Kind of like playing a Shogun. We can use that to our advantage too. Noblar's up. Are much faster.
Let's jam!
That's the wrong ones. You two continue to go up this way. They're gonna be exhausted no matter what at this point. Oh, they're just active. They should be fine.
Guided by hunger.
Alright, they're just bunching up.
Swarm together!
Hungry.
You three go straight up the hill. You other two stay in with Noblars.
The Slaughtermaster.
Realize how much louder the game was. Whoops. There we go. Now, not blowing your eardrums out. Yep.
Moor's right hand. I feel the hunger.
Kind of basic shell formation here. Where my flingers.
Tribe on the move. This way. When do we
All ogres walk if you can. Try basing these explosives out here.
I seek radiance. Follow the Moors.
There they go. You better dodge them, or take forever to respawn and get hit by. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're fine. That went beautifully.
The Cleaver Wielder.
You're gonna surrender the high ground, Noblars. You might as well take it.
The hunger noise.
Circle, circle. I left one of the Noblars up here. Whoops. We need every last one of you.
Sure thing. Find a meal.
Nice. Slam in here. A little bit of support. Not much. Wait for it. Don't get in range of the Quarrelers yet. Keep skirting in and out of their range. Alright, come on in. Start distracting them, Noblars.
This way.
All ogres slam into the same spot. You can't defend everything. Can't defend everything. Of course, they can't overwhelm my Noblars, so let's make sure we're bringing troops. Make sure we're bringing in troops. Down that hill there, weaken who you can. I'll smell ya. Get a lightning here. Thank goodness for magic. Dwarf or not. Keep crunching them, boys. Let's buff you up so you're smacking oldest copper pot here. Charge through the miners.
For sure.
When do we eat?
Biggest in the tribe.
Here for shiny!
Yeah, Lore of Heavens was an incredible addition for the ogres. Such a good suite of spells. And we drop their armor one more time. It's just the anti-dwarf. Who cares about your spell resistance? You don't have armor now. Enjoy. slamming in the next group of dwarfs. Make sure they are gone. Kings of the Unga Bunga. You turn around and take out these warriors, you as well. Noblars are fine, but they're not going to kill anything. The darn stunties. And that all of their strengths become naught when using Lore of Heavens. Why any spell that drops armor is very useful. Alright, Flingers, you're gonna hit more ogres than anything else. I'm gonna let this rebel lord leave. I want those rebels dead. And they've captured a command post and other things like that. We're out of here. Well, I guess the really low melee attack on your dwarf warriors with great weapons is why they didn't do great. Even though they should have probably done better than normal dwarves with shields. They just don't have any melee attack. Unfortunate. We can't process them into meat, how sad. Oh, ransom it is. Level up your Plague Priest to get the Wither spell. I have indeed. Although in the cases that we need Wither, it tends to be better just to use your Rattling Guts. And just throw it a minute below behind them. Don't trust that we're going to keep Targog the Gut alive is the only reason I don't necessarily want to upgrade anything there, so we'll keep it here at Drakenfels. Do the bullpen in the Drakenfels camp. Is that all the meat for you, sir?
Skrag, slaughter, sermon.
I am a rune lord, not
More map hang-ups on this map too. Into Drakenfels. Let's say 350. Great. Oh, we're losing all of our offerings the Great Maw next turn. Send too much meat back.
Bask in the moor's delights.
More income generated, and the feature can let us have more butchers. Idea. Or just more hunters.
Always hungry.
Member for this army. This one's safe. Safe-ish for now. Let's get the Pat Cave in. Treated like meat.
The great moor beckons. They will provide me a more.
Get a couple of Iron Fists. That way we actually have kind of some survivable ogres, and I'd say that's probably it. What is these there? You Pestilence the army, you can put Globadiers, no Bombardiers, and Mortars as your missiles with Poison Wolf Rats. Have an army very similar to that, moving across to bother lizards currently. We have a surprise. Well, I'll leave that one. Actually be a surprise.
Or it will be offered to.
There's the war declaration I was waiting for. That's why we packed up that camp. Bristle Valley is under attack. Yeah, we don't stand a chance. That's okay. Reichland, very brave.
It cools.
Capital lost. Winding sinew around the weapon handle makes for a better grip, which in turn makes them easier to hit Fort Birdbreast, Kusel, or really nothing. Nothing that's anywhere near us. Where's the gap of each campaign part? What's the gap? Sometimes it is different. It's usually around a turn. No more than a turn if nothing happens.
They will be cut.
When... Oh, I should have attacked this one again. When we get into the late game,
Wake soon. Why when? The more
it might start jumping up to more than that.
see
But for the time being, it's not. Alright, Skrag, you need... We need to stop... We basically need to... We have to choose. And that choice is cutting off Marienburg.
I breathe.
Shouldn't have declared war on them when Reichland was so close. But any of the settlements we really lose here, they don't matter. As long as we have a camp, we are set.
Right can render me.
Scalp a pot.
Am the tenderoni.
We might be able to just hold here in Ziflin. And not if Franz shows up with the army.
Master Butcher.
Or does the... Let's go back to the Blackstone Tower then.
My
This
claims.
entire province, I don't mind if I lose.
The great Moors command.
Drakenfell camp had better
Got his law.
units on it. Will soon. Not yet, but it will soon. Flaming attacks because he's a Maw preacher. Because he's the sun preacher or whatever. What's the other kind of Maw? Is it also called the Maw? Yeah, it's the fire mouth. Run the part. Well, that's not a choice.
I'm the boss.
And zooms around with the power of his own gas. It's impressive.
Biggest guy in the land.
We've got multiple of them. Excellent. Wayfarer is always better.
Ogre Hunter.
Do what I say.
Upkeep reduction actually is not better than just generate more cash.
Slaughter man.
Other treasure shard belongs to Skrag, and you can have the Iron Cruise
Butcher
icon.
on it.
The Yeti Wrangler.
Master Butcher. Preparing meat.
The Ogre trait got the rework. I think most of the traits did, but the Ogre traits, I think, got a little bit of a look during Omens of Destruction. So they all are going to be a little bit better looking than they were previously. Need to have 10 units of Noblars.
The gore of the star.
5 is what we have right now. I don't want that many more Noblars. No thanks. I think from here we just let
Slaughter
Reichland think they're destroying us. Little do they know. Let's get these whetstones, extra weapon strength for bulls and iron guts, and then they never are going to lose melee attack. No matter how tired they get.
It grows.
So like the Maw Preacher, oh, they're moving as a squad. That's fine. Zero defeats campaign is not. Grim Duraz camp. We got bigger brothers turned up. Something weird. Boss bunch of stinking Noblars hide in a cave. Only their noses ain't so big. Don't seem quite as dumb as the usual kind neither. We'll still do what we tell them once we've knocked them out a bit. Or we can just scoff them. Enslave the goblins. They're funny looking Noblars. Now they're delicious meat.
My coupon awaits.
Are they just hiding in Marienburg? Let's go find out.
To the more.
I see wisdom eludes you.
Eludes you. Whoa. Knights of the Blazing Sun? Well, that's spicy.
the more.
The ultimate.
Not if we bring our... So these two ogre bulls are going to get the boot.
Oh, they fit to serve
And these
the
heroes will join
gods.
instead.
You over there.
Please let us
I'll
let us
find a
arrive.
shortcut.
Oh, sure.
It cool.
Alright, since they're both recruiting, we're just going to go attack Rudiger here. Come here, buddy. Yeah, that's four units of Knights of the Blazing Sun. It's quite a bit. Quite a bit. You're being granted the honor of a decisive defeat. Let's find out. We're going to see just how effective that boiling cauldron is on a whole bunch of spicy knights. Well, they do have some fire resist. We'll have to look and see how much they have. Probably enough to make that not worth it. This first army, though, we are going to run over. Oh, they're hiding. You rascals. In the back corner. Skrag, you and the Gorgers have a little bit of a super secret mission, then. Is the exact opposite of actually secret. Heroes. Do we want to make the knights charge across the field towards us? I kind of do. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just go have everyone else stand on top of this hill. We'll bring in the units we need to. So Noblar. Our phalanx will only work if we can kill the enemy mortars. Otherwise, they'll just get exploded. Bulls, and then the extra Noblars. They'll smell ya. You know, let's use these guys as the tar pit. I hope we can get back. Said you haven't taken a closer look at the poison mortars? Listen. Now that you've said it, we'll have to do it, but I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be. Gorgers go maul the Empire Knights. Skrag into the archers. Then you go help me with... Go slaughter those swordsmen. Bad wizard. I feel quite chastised, don't worry. Or Empire archers are just not very good. Not very good units. Alright, come back and hit those spearmen again. Sorry, where? I've got oh, his grenade launcher. I was like, where are the hidden mortars? Not just his grenade launcher. Vultures go help. Actually, those are knights. Do not go help, no matter what. I can stay away from that at all costs. Do I want to scare him off faster? I don't know. Hang on now. Cheeky. Thank goodness the blood vultures are so good. They get an insane amount of bonus of that just melee attack due to everything dying around them. Alright, this worked out. Operation kill the first group. Now everyone else just needs to leave. Now we run. We see if the Knights of the Blazing Sun pursue. I would assume, yes, they do. Look at this. Hang on. A cauldron full of blood. Came back immediately. Yeah, that guy got his leadership back literally immediately. Like Carrion had more models. Yeah, Carrion are trash compared to Blood Vultures. Carrion you can expect to lose a fight to just about every other unit in the game. Blood Vultures actually will beat them. And it is mostly because of their models. They have a absolute ton more models. Carrion are bigger too, aren't they? Either way, Carrion are just a garbage unit. There's no redeeming quality. The Carrion are actually, they're smaller than the Blood Vultures? Interesting. Alright, that mortar is still alive, but I'm not the most concerned. Good little runners is what they call themselves. I mean... I'm thinking of the special mortar. Oh yeah, yeah, they are. Those are the only ones that are quite large. Where they found those birds, I don't know, but those are the ones they should be using for the rest of the period. You feed them a little bit more too. Enjoy your dismemberment, mortars. Strong versus multiple combatants. That's what I like to see. They're gonna kill more of their units than mine. Than damaging Skrag, really. Bring the hunter forward. He can chuck some spears at some knights. Reef, are you moving fast? 80 speed? Seems a little bit much. Spin the cauldron. Throw the spears. Can't throw the spears. Skrag is not that large of a target. Come on now. Snuck those guns in, didn't they? Going uphill. I don't like the fact that my Blood Vulture's just staying back here. Hey, you can get over it. Oh, I think we convinced them to do some foolish maneuvering. Like, infinite leadership on these Empire Knights is impressive. I forgot you guys thought you're tough. Here, hold this for me. And do that much damage. Let's have these come in and deal with them. Get those Blazing Sun Knights. Heroes, let's work together. And then we'll just smash them with numbers. Bother those Knights of the Blazing Sun. Getting quickly to get after these handguns. All the other handguns back there, they're gonna bother you. Forgers, get in there. Spush the spearmen together. I did not mean to give that to him. Whoops. Mistakes were made. Blazing Sun Knights are tough. Give us some armor. Bring Forgers back. Handguns are doing a really good job of staying away from our Carrion. Our upgraded Carrion. Want those mortars? Who else has a gun and is using it very effectively? Alright, Gorgers, we're gonna have you rip into these swordsmen here. Hold the line. Rest of the Nobilar is moving as well. Screaming. Let's get in there. Alright, no mortars. Remember, no Russian. Oh look, more gorgers. As if you guys weren't already having a bad day. Well, this is what we have to watch. Hello there, old blue and golds. Not anymore.
Here for shinies!
Blood vultures are hungry. Gorgers I've lost control of. At least a couple of them. Those vultures got charged by some knights. 3 Knights of the Blazing Sun. Saber-teeth tigers dash into play.
The tracker. Breaking through.
Spooky, but it works out. Saber tusks. Hunt down those Alberniers. 52, 51 melee attack on these vultures. Incredible for such a small unit. For such a numerous unit it is.
This way. Let's go, boy.
The Nobblar traps kick in.
Punch 'em.
Come on, vultures. Get chasing. I want to fight none of this in Marienburg. Oh wait, they'll catch them. Nice. What I always like to do with the vultures, you basically just put them near your gorgers, you let them kind of hover in the air for a little bit, and they will just slowly build up more and more melee attack. What is it? I think it's up to plus 20? It's plus 20 melee attack, which is insane. For the unit that just gets better as you hover them around. Ogres. Hope CA fixes the War Lion's idle pose. It's like the Dragon's Waist case. Oh man, we saw one earlier with the ogres where there's like a giant wedge of void in their neck. There's a couple of those still. Oh, actually, GBOG, since you're here, how do you feel about the confirmation we're not going to have space battles at launch for Total War 40k? I am curious. Bring more troops next time. Good grief. We lost only 123.
Absolute butchery.
Oh, the Burning Book of Corn. Absolutely not. Battlefleet Gothic 2 exists. Yeah, fair enough. Repeat that, please. Yeah, though there's not gonna be, there will not be, what is it, fleet battles at launch for 40k Total War, which I'm kind of split. I'm of a split mind on.
They will harvest the meat.
I have just about the same amount of crazy the vultures defend themselves just as well as saber-teeth tigers do. I was too. They did mention several times that it's something that they want to put in the game, but the reason I'm even bringing it up, and it's something that I'm sticking on, is that when you mention that something like that can't be in the game for other reasons, or you say because we're working on things that we want to have all these different lore things in the game, sure, but you got to give us some kind of hint. Because I agree with this statement. If you have to cut something for something else that makes more sense in a Total War game, then you can do it better. Great. They don't have the best. What is it? They don't have the best record of actually cutting things to do other things better. This is like the Blood DLC, but space battle. Man, I hope not. And I hope not. It's just people really want the naval battles again. And fleet battles are incredibly important for 40k. Controlling the space above the planet you're fighting on is so important. If you don't control that space, then people can just send all sorts of ordnance down on your head. There's nothing you can do about it. Warheads directly on foreheads. Walking Larder, Feastmaster, both these are incredible. So wait, he has a double regeneration? Oh man. He regenerates, and then he has snacks as well. Yikes. And it works better. Where was the healing modifier plus 10%? Cool. Well, next goal is getting up to the Maw, that we can cast that thrice in a single battle, the Burning Books of Corn. I kind of want to, let's, you know what? We can fall the Corn a little bit. Will be insane. 3D space battles, but done the right way. Oh yeah. That would be pretty tough. Rome 2's AI really scarred CA. Fair enough. I thought they did a pretty decent job for... I know there's issues with the Shogun naval battles, but those feel pretty good. Outside of just some of your typical pathing problems. Yeah, we're just not going to worry about Zivlin.
I am the tenderizer.
Blood Vultures. So good. Brother, do you have Noblar Kicker too?
The master of slaughter.
No. He bellows, he munches on marrow, slaps his belly, and is a grand feaster. There. Snack regeneration and blood gruel. He gets blood gruel as well. There's no way to kill Skrag. Unless you're playing as Icket Claw, then you just shoot him. A whole bunch. You apply plenty of bullets.
It hungers.
I'm trying to figure out who do we want. This is only, you can only give this to a lord. Wound recovery time. Okay, well, Skrag, guess what?
The ghoul harvest.
I think you're gonna fall the Corn. There we go. Skrag the Corn Lord.
Butcher.
And then we'll give you the other Trickster Shard. Actually, we'll give it to the Bruiser. He's gonna be in combat a little bit more. Bruisers are such a good hero. So good, I feel like they are almost a requirement for the ogres to have. Smack. Iron Curse? No, absolutely not. The Iron Curse icon on, like, the Hunter.
Ready.
Funny book that's fiery, good for the pot. Yeah, it keeps the pot boiling all the time. Don't worry about the screams emanating from it. It sounded a little bit different from normal. I didn't mind a larger gut plate. You could definitely use some better armor.
Preparing meat.
I don't know about all that, Great Book of Grudges, but if you think so, I'm not going to take that from you.
About time for it.
What do we want? I like Healthy Appetite. Getting the ogres already have a huge health pool. Increasing it is nice. Camping. Let's get Inspiring Presence. Then meta camping.
Tyrant gets the spoils.
There we go. And then we'll send...
Decrease it.
Gluttonous is 520 plus.
Hungry. Always hungry.
Yeah, just that's fine. So that back to Grim Duraz. Get more meat after we smack Marienburg. And I'm not trusting this auto resolve. Absolutely not. Because oh, do you want? Oh, half your ogres died. I don't know what happened. They tripped on each other. For some reason, the bruisers are more highlighted than the rest. I mean, when you work real hard on them, you gotta oil them up, show them off. You only can if you're a dude, so might as well. At least here in America. Other places, you can do what you want. Kind of. Depends on what other places we're talking about here. Some they hit you with a brick. Okay, let's start deployment and get away from that. Maybe next time not making it so spicy. Grows new horns. You for corn. That doesn't sound right.
The more commands.
Alright, everyone. I thought we lost one of our blood vultures. Like, oh no! Some of the vultures died. Which is, in fact, the case. What tier are these towers? Garbage tier?
Will not rest until all
Alright, everyone.
meat is
Get in there.
shot.
Gorgers, gatehouse. That belongs to you. And everything else.
Good little runners.
Take it all!
On it.
Scouting!
Where's my hunter's the fastest? Let's keep him back. I prefer he don't get shot to pieces.
Hunting! Hunt them down! This'll show them.
The Flock of Doom. Gorgers can destroy walls. Gorgers can attack gates.
Gastromancy.
Bad use. So is that. However, we have the Shatterstone right off the bat, which can destroy walls.
Rosa! 18 Lord Meat! Prophet says,
Or all of it says. They've got enough Blazing Sun Knights that I'm not sending the vultures in. They're just gonna fly past. We sit in all the bowls. Gonna beat down these Blazing Sun Knights first. Here, we'll keep the vultures back so they can actually get some kills. Or some of their intensity built up. Just by sitting around. Here come the rest of the ogres. The ogre tide has arrived.
rampage this way! Take it all!
Let these take 4, go attack those nice blazing. Skrag, let's buff them up while they're getting in there. There's 2 sets of nice blazing sun. Now that they have committed them, go maul those crossbows. You big old fools, I was waiting for you to commit. And this is why you don't rebel from the Empire. No one's gonna protect you from the ogres. Just ask the well, I guess the halflings got run over by Averland. Never mind. Entirely different. See, the good news is that the Realms of Chaos map is actually probably perfect for the Burning Books of Khorne, because, I mean, I don't care about many of the provinces except for where our camps are set up, so we can just spread Khorne corruption wherever we want. There's no Great Maw corruption. Not yet. Alright, MLU lose a second time. Oh, I am tempted just to sack Marienburg, and so we shall. Random hole spawning. Yep, that's what we're that's why I'm trying not to get too overextended here. We do need to turn back around and deal with Reichland. I think we can leave Marienburg, and whatever other meat moves in, we can just smack them as well. Ooh, money. In a Dragonhide manner. There's a contract on it, you, mate. Are they just orcs? Want some dosh in a big name? Be a man-eater? Go get him.
Skrag,
Like some dosh. Sorry, are we trapped in Marienburg? How did that happen? Okay, one final fight here.
Butchery awaits. Butchery.
Weird. Guess we will occupy it then, since we got stuck here. Oh, we gained the volumes 3 and 4. 3rd and 4th volumes, the 8 Burning Books of Khorne, bound in brass and etched with blood. These grimoires contain all manner of knowledge and power. So now our diplomatic relations with all factions is -50. Less control. See, what's crazy is the camps don't care about control. It's like the only neutral faction that can handle the Burning Books of Khorne. That and Valkia. Valkia wants to find them quite badly. Wound recovery blinded time plus 10. 30. Oh no, now he has Rampage. Oh no, we have to give this to a different lord. That's crazy. Or did this one upgrade? Hang on. I have never used Burning Books. Okay, so you do get more. And then you just have to equip them to someone else. Good grief. Each of the books are way worse than the last. I can give them to the tyrants. Hang on now. Seems kind of like an exploit. Give them to the camp tyrants.
Ogre hunter.
Born ogres. What a scary idea. Bestial Butchers is going to give all of our beast units more attack defense, and Gorgers terror.
Slaughterman.
I wish this was its own version of poison. If it was, the Fowler would be worth it. Otherwise, regeneration all the way.
Master Butcher.
Transfer the meat. In my honor. We might as well have some defense. Every time we come through here, this section, the map hangs for a moment. It could just be all the fog down there. I'd rather commit where the Court Ogres roam the world. I mean, you say that, but then there's also Slaanesh, and then you have to go, oh man, there's nothing but bad there. Now we ignore Ziflin. Booger, you got good troops. He's got alright troops. A beach there. You can run over Franz with some good old-fashioned. A wall of flab. Completely acceptable. Iron. Oh boy. Lead Belchers, my favorite.
I'm the boss. Got it.
Got it. Now what do we need to upgrade? 570. Pull all of this upgrade and we'll get our Ancient Tooth Circle. For the Ogres, they actually have one of the easiest overall victory conditions too. Well, on Immortal Empires, not here. Immortal Empires, you just have to build 2 of the highest tier Great Maw sites, and then your normal sack, whatever, 60 settlements. So it's pretty quick. He's pretty quick. I like our army. I don't see a reason to change it. So we won't. Like, how about you upgrade Karak Ziflin? How about you find somewhere else to bother?
Get it done.
The rest of that we want to save for the more elite military buildings.
Everything.
Weird, but make a dwarf. Go conquer Fort of Burgess. On it. Here's what else we're gonna do. Let's have a Skrag. Oh, actually, you need to be reinforced, don't you? The Tyrant. Master, because they're my favorite. Roam with Booger here. He can be our support unit, and we can use him to get even more offerings to the Great Maw. How many do we need to get profit? Just 10. Seems pretty easy. Route the Meat River. We never get to turn it into the Marienburg port, but we still at least get the harbor. Not bad. Get Overcast, Pin's Pelt. Good for the Ogres. That's a completely different kind of bad. Exactly. Seriously, any Ogres fall into any that aren't gods are just, it's worse than a normal Ogre. Lucia la Troubadour. There's a price on this one's head. Pull him out his armor. Or is it a girly? If so, get her. Huh.
Mighty Skrag. The Gorgers have picked up a scent.
Attacked by a crackhead in a hood. Came out of nowhere.
Follow their trail and
as the Gore Harvester, listen, that's enough. Skrag is ever on the lookout for fresh meat for his cauldron. Long days spent wandering the undercaves taught the prophet of the Great Maw to observe the haunt his step. The feral senses allow him to root out fresh quarry to satisfy their gnawing hunger. When the Gorgers' nostrils flare and their famished eyes gleam red, Skrag knows that slaughter is close at hand, and he has learned to gauge the scale of the potential feast by the Gorgers' silent eagerness. On this day, the Gorgers have spent some time sniffing eagerly beyond the caverns, heading up and out of the darkness and into the peaks with saliva streaming from their hideous teeth. Skrag's instinct is that they are onto something big, and he follows them, determined that his cauldron will have the greatest share of flesh glut. Do they have naval models in the campaign map? I think they do. This is a pretty nasty battle. We're gonna want to make sure we have something a little bit more elite than we currently do. I think in the thing on the, you can just do any of the quest battles you want. They give you crushers, so it tells you how scary the fight is. Crushers and lead belchers. That's not bad either. Kids must roll. Wound or assassinate any character, and we shall unlock Brag the Gutsman. Nice and simple.
The more.
Sails all the way over there. That's not gonna happen. Ancient near sentient gauntlet, painted to resemble the maw itself, with a black palm and saber tusk teeth tied to the fingers and thumbs. I think it crawls around and finds a new person to inhabit. Then it's stuck on your fist until you die.
I only pay off the battle. Smart.
Not thrilled
Gonna be over, tyrant, one day.
that we have to leave this behind to come down here to take a dwarf, but we're taking a dwarf.
Great Morse directive.
We might as well raid too, so we'll switch into your raiding stance.
Get.
That generates us 5 meat and some gold. As long as we can hit the fort next turn, I'm happy.
I don't serve you.
Yeah, but are you alone?
Was chosen.
If you are, you're very likely to... Oh, we can't reach you next turn. Never mind.
Gold's heavy. Gotta be strong. Grease in the wheel. The meat must not see us.
Some elites and some normal bulls. Pretty decent recruitment, too. At least here in the early game. Growth and replenishment, or we get some research rate. We're going to have corn corruption no matter what, which is just going to hurt our control. You're going to have rebellions left and right, but we can actually use those to our advantage. We just have to be ready to.
What I say.
Got some normal bulls in there. Let's grab you some vultures to fly over the walls. And since I'm not going to move this game anytime soon, we'll go ahead and pick up some Iron Fist through Global.
Biggest gut in the land. Oh, mine. Ready.
Anyone want to trade? No, everyone is going to hate us. We have two of the burning books of corn.
Dogs are loyal.
That makes sense. Now the question is Franz in here?
Yes, more.
Himmel wants to... No, there's no peace. Rather simply the void. Franz and... I mean, they haven't upgraded their army at all. So it's one of those where if we stay away from Karl... And he's on a horse, he'll be harder to stay away from. And I think he went into an ambush, too. We'll come back to that.
The harvester.
Wish the Ogre Slave Giant had 4 models with lower weapon strength. That'd be cool. We have multiples. Like, you really like the Standard of Discipline, right? Not particularly. Okay, well, we're gonna give you a ton of them. Enjoy.
We consume them. We win.
Here's our camp construction reduction for a bit. 2,000 treasury and some relations with Midland.
My coupon awaits.
Kinda hope we get our Roar Reversing soon.
The trick is not to pay.
Yeah, trick's not to pay. Fall back to the Blackstone Tower.
By the more.
I think there's some shenanigans going on here.
Need does. Dispensing Luca.
For non-chaos worshipping armies. Booger, why are you not taking attrition? I'm not mad about it. I just want to know why. Is it because he's causing attrition, perhaps? That'd be cool. Let's take these two standards of discipline. I don't want them on script. We can't take that one.
Master Butcher.
Please go to Skrag.
Such butchery it promises. Bruiser.
Where are you going? They find themselves flung head over heels into the thick of it. Just pick him up and launch him into where the fighting's the worst.
The Wanderer.
Yes, he's the Wanderer.
My gut is law.
Right. Meat. We need to keep it. Keep the meat we have for now. Imminent rebellion? You don't say. What's gonna pop up is gonna be a demon army too. Reichland is staying in Ziflin. Because it's safe.
It hungers.
Use tunneling stance. Be real cheeky.
Move, move.
Banner of Vermin is scurrying. Where's it at? Was it on Ikit? I think it's on at least one of our boards. Mill.
Conceal yourselves.
They pop up in Marienburg just as we were leaving. That's fine. They'll have someone else for us to kill later on. Sharper weapons do more damage. Something many ogres learn from watching their their butcher at work. Kill Snorko. Orcs and goblins are gristly. Still, we got one mouthing off. And burn or sell. We just left.
The boss. We must feed the more.
And we're hurting. Our income is hurting now. We can reach Ziflin. Can't even with all of our offerings.
The comet star. Money master.
Pop up in Grim Duraz, which is all the way up here at the top. This is unfortunate.
Carve and grow.
Our own fault for bringing in the Burning Books of Corn, though.
Money bags.
You can beat these two armies.
Rest and recuperate.
We won't have to pay for them anymore. On the Vultures, the Ogre Hunter. Be pretty strong, that's for sure. Don't go too far with it. And we shall. Lead Smashers. Disoriented for Lead Belchers. Led by their noses. Nope, it's time to come back up here to get the Gorgers upgraded. Tyrannical traitors. They lose rage. Dazed for giants. Ammunition and extra projectiles for scrap launchers is really good.
For us. For all of us.
Oh, you fell for it. How perfect. 3 company militia are a little bit concerning. But if we can put them in a spot where their pistols don't work right, or just charge them immediately, we're set. Either way, we gotta make sure their pistols don't work the way they're expecting. Gunpowder dangerous, but you can use the same line of sight things the AI does to you against them. I think the Pistoliers themselves are probably the most dangerous unit they have. So much so, I'm probably going to ignore them with the Noblars. The rest come charging down the hill. Gotta stay behind our Noblars to start, otherwise you're just gonna get shot to pieces. Do whatever damage you can there. Windstruck will slow them. And no reason to send everyone that way. Noblars, you charge. Looks like a lot of the bullets went after our flyers too, which we can confidently send in. How much does that slow them? Enough to get caught. 36 speed, get them.
Let's get him!
Gluttony's only to be used on one. Nah. Let's go for a wind blast through here. If the vultures decide to leave, that does not bother.
Consider it done.
Ogres, charge up the hill. We need a couple of you to get out of your positions, because they act weird. When they're in each other's way, they can't really charge very well. You might expect. Ooh, damage.
The meat hook is ready. The meat ritual. The slaughtermaster. In my
Charge those wounded troops.
chop and play. And dead.
A little bit of wind through there as well.
Guns out, boys.
And Pistoliers are more annoying than anything.
Where's me master?
More annoying than anything.
Master of
Alright, we need to get out of a blob.
looking for me.
Ogres smash to these swordsmen here.
Ready! Go!
I feel the hunger to bring
Vultures back in.
Serving the masters!
Dash out, boys. They are
Need half you to push this direction.
the more calls.
Just in each other's way a little bit too much. I'm not sure what the enemy's doing either. It doesn't seem like they're giving attack orders. They're just standing and stacking troops against our ogres so they can't charge. An interesting strategy.
Fresh meat.
Look, lightning.
Embrace the hunger.
We did kill one ogre with our lightning bolt. That's perfect.
For slaughter.
We get those spearmen there.
Cookmaster supreme.
He's trying to push through. It's these Pistoliers running. Now we lost an ogre.
Pause right hand.
Just one. But we did lose one. Are you really just gonna run away the whole time? Come here, buddy. Just accept it. Scrap Wanderer is still the best artillery trick because the spread is much tighter than a rocket battery. It's at least a very well. The missiles, I would agree with you. Missile chariot for sure.
The slaughtermaster.
None of the rocket batteries or chariots. Rocket batteries do a lot more damage per rocket than the scrap launcher does. But what the scrap launcher is good about is it's incredibly fast, and it can fire while moving. So you can reposition, launch another rock, reposition, launch another rock, and no one can really do anything about it. It is great. Hungry, hungry vultures. Back in. That was let the battle go there. Nice. Well, I guess depending, you can't get extra rockets for the Hellstorm rocket battery unless you're playing as Elspeth, correct? I guess Elspeth's rockets are all going to always be better than a scrap launcher. Your base game Hellstorm rocket might actually end up being not as good. The mobility is insanely good, insanely useful. Oh, meat. Franz is stuck in Ziflin. Most excellent. Yeah, the Court Rebels take Marienburg. Much to everyone's surprise. How do they just sack it? Rude, but not to be unexpected. There's the Wormslayer sword. Removes all bonus of infantry and adds an additional 60 versus large.
Slaughtermaster. Hey, master.
Mr. Meat Ripper, do you want to have a Wormslayer sword? I feel like you do.
Need something for disemboweling.
Well, it looks like someone else chewed on Snorko before we could.
Skrag, slaughter.
He'll cut off your escape now, Franz.
No place for Skrag.
Death Shrieker spread is trash. I would agree. But I wasn't adding the Death Shrieker into our conversation here. It definitely is not as good as... Giving the vultures even more attack is hilarious. And then giving your Skrag frostbite attacks, pretty good. 20% more charge bonus too. A close victory. I'm sorry. Disrespectful. If the rockets that the Death Shrieker managed to land, it does some decent damage, but the spread is pretty terrible. When it comes to the Death Shrieker rocket launchers, I just don't recruit them. Magma cannons are the way to go. Spearmen or spearmen? That astute bit of knowledge. No, I don't think we've seen how little it matters. Ogre charge. So nice. Make our Noblars more compact. And begin. And no reason to fight him in the woods. We're just gonna do some scouting. We'll have the Saber Husks do the same.
Iron fists. Consider it done. That'll do.
Locate our foes here. He actually has a fire weakness. Do you have one naturally, or is it just because of the Burning Books of Corn?
The slaughterer obeys.
They hide in the forest, but I don't think they can move very quickly through the forests. Nope, surely cannot. Five Death Shrieker. That's 4 Michelin star. Yeah, the more of your spread artillery you can condense, better they're gonna do. Those missed shots, more likely than not, are going to hit enemies even that you may not have been aimed at.
Consider it done. I seek me.
Oh, they're just all gonna hide down here. The bottom of this hill. Okay, well, let's send the Iron Fists round. Take advantage of that. Noblars, you just charge straight down the hill.
Anything for the boss!
Anything for the boss.
In my sights.
That hunter is moving. Oh, he already has Wayfarer and Strider. That's why he moves so quick.
That walks. The quarry is mine.
Vultures drop in. Iron Fist did a good job of tricking them. Now come back. Fortress and Skrag, we break through the center. Swordsmen were a mistake. Watching very closely. We've got all of these lads. We could probably just them in. Oblars, charge them.
Yes, boss! Under control, master!
Skrag, the slaughterer. The good man.
A little bit of help. And then the Bloody Cauldron as well.
Chop and tear.
Alright, Vultures, get out of there. Did a great job distracting things.
Iron fists. Follow the Morse code. Hungry.
A couple of them are braced. Not braced enough, though.
Servant of the Moor.
Ears need to be scared. And there it is. That's the magic, the AI dogs. Those rounds not meant for Molly ever. Yeah, they dodge those rounds, that's fair. That's why you usually have to pin them in place first. Usually you just want to save your ammo. Pin them in place with a hero or something else, and then you'll launch the rockets in. Sink in your flying cows. And so much for a close victory. We did lose some vultures. But if this is lore, I don't think you can train them, but you can't control vultures. Not like you can a unit of troops. And we'll sack Alhart first. It's a Jade Lion. All units in range are going to be immune to psychology. And the piggyback knights. Saved a lady. What's a lady?
Skrag.
Some kind of gobbo.
Servant. Crack bone. Tear flesh. Skrag. Slaughter. Servant. Slaughter master. Not likely.
Yeah, Franz will be a much more difficult opponent.
I dig for gold. Killing's easier.
Could just drop back into an ambush, let him come over here. Make sure more of the troops are in the first army.
Bit of an adventure, yeah?
Bit of an adventure. What's the hot pot ability do?
Trick.
Well, the halflings aren't in the game yet, so Don't quite have a hot pot, or a hot pot. It basically just drops a boiling cauldron of blood. It for 6 seconds will deal 10 damage, fully armor piercing, magical, and fiery. It is incredible.
I bring meat.
Speaking of incredible, whirling stump blades.
Slaughter man. Bruiser.
Your appetite for that bruiser.
Hunter.
Going for a gut blade here.
The boss.
Bloody cauldron.
The more.
It's just a... You dump it out. It's a vortex. Slaughter's armor. Are you speaking of a different skill?
Obey me. More's chosen.
Really haven't had to deal with any flyers. Let's go... Both of these two upgraded.
Hey, master.
Oh, good. He's an arse belcher. Belly slapper and death cheater. Which is the old corroded armor. You lose 30 armor, and it kills people.
I will.
Okay, good.
I will.
We must have more of a delay on the stream than normal here. You don't actually need to stay in the highest tier. Let's go ahead and send back 580. Grimduraz.
I'm the boss.
Rated tier 4, absolutely.
You have a hungry mouth.
Come from the Belgian tent, and then we need to get our Gorger building next.
This place is corrupted. Master Butcher.
Place is corrupted.
Tyrant.
Fine. Well, I want the gold first, then we can get more Gorgers. Gorgers and Yetis. Yetis will eventually replace our Noblar frontline. Means we'll probably want to get rid of that Noblar skill. Scrappy fighters. Eventually probably get rid of that one.
The chop house so hates all who fail me.
Rebellion's unfortunate. But since it's all those minor settlements are really not a concern, it'll be alright.
Yes, more.
Peace treaty for Franz. No, dude. You started it. He's gonna hide in Ziflin. Alright, then we'll come back around and take our capital back, thank you.
Great more beckons.
Mine.
The more's call.
The Noblar Knights were so broken because they got Glorious Charge infinitely when... Yeah, they were an insane unit. In the best way.
The more's children take charge.
You're about to go hunt Etchefin. Soon. We will have to get there.
Never.
For a recent event, he's taking attrition.
Do not take me for a fool.
What about a Wazak?
Slaughter master.
Noblars are important, don't kick them.
Need to not fight.
You don't quite get as much ill repute for kicking Noblars as you do chickens.
Bring me ingredients.
If it wasn't Franz, I think we could win this fight.
I
Even the fact that it is Franz, we might still be able to. What is Ziflin being guarded by? Ooh, a bunch of crossbows. Never mind, I lied. We can't.
Need does.
Plague monks.
Don't give low. Nah.
You can move it up this way. Can we get in the upgrade to this camp? Yeah, we can. Order cave.
Tyrant.
In both cases. Production sounds nice too.
Waste no
Meat
part
generated,
of
30% more from battles. There comes a point when those tier 5 camps really get your economy going.
butcher. Tyrant says, I do.
Non-game 3 characters in Realms of Chaos don't have faction effects. Really, still. I wonder what the point of that, or why that's the case. Because it's an entirely new Reichland, or it's an entirely new Helheim. And even with faction effects, it wouldn't matter.
By Sigma, no.
It would make them a little bit harder to crack,
It'll happen.
if just a little bit.
It aids the meat ritual. Master of Awful.
Arienberg attacked again! By even more demons this time. I'm shocked that we don't have the Bear God roaring yet. Between battles, Noblars are hot on their feet, doing whatever their masters demand of them, unless they're turned into dinner.
Skrag.
Now we can have a proper fight against Karl Franz. Oh, so when you say there's no faction effects, there's none at all. Like, even his lord effects are nothing. Bad day to be the Emperor. So this is baby Franz. He doesn't even have Golmaraz. Biggest threat here is the Pistoliers, funnily enough. Just because we have no way of really dealing. Well, the trappers will work, but we have no way of truly dealing with them. Outside of just slow them with a dismember and send in the vultures.
Master of the meat pot. I'll heed them all.
Mad Lions, and then we'll have all of our leaders just go beat down Franz. If he is truly just a normal Franz, he's not gonna stand much of a chance.
Master Predator.
Here we go.
These guys come charging through the woods too.
Find a meal.
Shawnee's there.
Gnawing hunger.
You go deal with the Reichsguard. We will send you some
Stalk
support.
of prey. Hunter moving.
That's my spot.
Since Franz is on foot,
I'll go
we're gonna
where
change
I
your idea just a little bit.
Stomp 'em down! Prophet says.
These guys get shot up a little bit. Come on, vultures.
Fine. I'll kill ya! More in ya!
Go on moving.
Take it all!
Skrag still hunting? Yeah, he is. On this way. Noblar's Russian. Here's your chance. Come back this way. Same thing here. Hop over. One big swarm. Wheeze Ogre mates.
The more commands. Okay, big butcher.
Ignore the pistoliers. Drop the fist. Here.
Hunger.
That's an even better spot for the boiling cauldron. So that's what the boiling cauldron does. Rose, come back in after these swordsmen here. Actually, I lied. Go find somebody who's already wounded.
Skrag, the slaughterer.
And then we can have the entire army circle and destroy France.
Claw Club. Meat for the cauldron.
He's made this mistake of getting into a duel with Skrag personally. Wish Astaki was in the Kislev campaign now. I agree. Well, she is actually. What do you hang on? What do you mean by that? I think she is in Realms of Chaos. She does start here, right above. In like the forests above Kislev proper. Can you leave? Yeah, ZBG, you can head on bed. Thanks for stopping by. Just surprise. An ogre that really likes WWE appears. She gets the dilemmas to move to Kislev? Yeah, that's true. She just never gets that dilemma if not being played by the character, so that does make sense. Alright, gang, well, this has been a fun stream. I'm going to go ahead and call things for the week. I'm actually quite surprised that there's this much interest in Marathon. So yeah, we'll have ourselves a Marathon stream at some point this weekend. They've got a free server slam going on right now, so if you have any console that can play Marathon, you might as well jump in and give it a try, see if it's something you like. Extraction shooters, I will admit I'm not good at. We'll have some fun. Do our best to have some fun. Thanks for stopping by today's Skrag the Slaughterer campaign. I've decided we're going to switch this one to our main one because I quite like the Realms of Chaos story kind of narrative. Makes for a good time on a stream. So, thanks, Tape Red. Yes, you was well, good sir. Thanks all for stopping by the stream. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see you this weekend for some Marathon. It's about the fun, absolutely. And if any of you all have Marathon, you can feel free to join up. We have squads of 3, so we could all get curb stomped by people who actually play extraction shooters together. You two, land party, have a good one. Godspeed to you as well. See yous.